On 1st and 10, Franks. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
First down throw. Here's Franks. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Franks now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Franks looking to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down. It's Jordan, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. Down to the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Franks. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. McCann's kick is good. Well, all
offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Franks. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out in the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they go play action with Franks. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. The scoreboard tells the story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Setting up play action. Franks. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Jordan. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They're on 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Franks. And it's complete. Right back to Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Franks. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Saints. Juwan Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now a 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before break. Franks. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll set up to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Frank's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, Franks again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Working out of the gun, Franks. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jordan, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now Franks. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's a 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll look to throw. In the hands of Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
Well, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making the play there.
On third down, Jordan. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Harris to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and under pressure, and they got to him again. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Falcons, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Saints,